sometimes I go to work like okay, I school Monday, Tuesday. I go to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saturday and Sunday, I try and use it for content creation and editing and all that. Yes, I know that in motherhood there are so many uncertainties. Like it's like marriage too. There are so many uncertainties. Okay, well, I'm grateful that I was healthy. What I'm most I don't know most too, but what I'm grateful for, I'm grateful that my pregnancy, I was healthy also pregnancy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Victoria and I film from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for clicking on this video. Please do well to subscribe, share a lovely comment and do all the good stuff, okay? So today we are back with our series Journey to Motherhood and I'm excited to be back with this series, okay? And we'll be discussing with my guest. We have a guest. So she will be introducing herself and we'll go ahead from there. Okay. So over to you. Introduce yourself to us.
Hi everyone. I am just to be yeah, you can also call me the mindset checker, yes. What else? I'm a mother and I'm happy to be on this show to share my journey with you. Yes, I'm also a YouTuber.
Definitely. Please do well to check her out, the mindset checker, and you really, really love it there. And she just relocated to the UK. So all the good stuff. You find so many things that will interest you on our channel. So do well to check her out, okay? Don't fail to do that. Anyways, as you all know, I am very big on motherhood. Motherhood is very something that is dear to my heart. So, and this is what we come to share here. Talk about our experience, our journey to help other mothers who are planning to become a mother or who are, finding it difficult in their motherhood stage. Sharing experiences will make them feel like, okay, there's somebody experiencing what I've experienced and they are not alone. So that is the basics of this series. So I have some questions I'm going to be asking her and she'll be answering them and sharing her experience with us. Okay. So without further ado, let's get right in. So our first question for you today, our first question for you today is, can you share a bit about your journey to motherhood and what is inspired you to become a mother?
Mm, okay. Well, I'll start with what inspired me to become a mother. I think the first thing is I just want to see what my replicate will look like. Okay. What would
Hmm.
what would I mean, you see children, I love children. I'm a therapist, I work with children. So I would
Hmm.
just like to see um um what I will birth, like what it will look like. And I also have different backgrounds when it comes to upbringing. I live with several families, so I want to see how training my child will be like. And I think maybe some mothers exaggerated, and okay, maybe the way my mother trained me, you would always see a fault in how someone is doing their own.
Hmm.
This child is too spoiled. Why
Yeah.
is this? Okay, so let me give birth to my own and now see how it will look like. Let me now see if I will still make those mistakes. If I'll still make those mistakes and if I'll be able to do better. And also lastly to fulfill purpose, which is
Yeah.
the instruction of God, which is kama biti kama rest. What's that in English? To be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth.
Uh, Put in and multiply. Yeah. So yeah, basically for me, I think that motherhood, you can never know what you will do or what you're capable of until you
Mm-hmm.
experience motherhood, until you
Exactly.
are in that
Exactly.
situation, until you have your own children. you
Mm-hmm.
never know what you can do. Because for me,
Mm-hmm.
like I think when we were having a discussion, I was telling you that I used to think that this one was just saying they are busy, they are busy, they are busy. Which kind of busy is
Yeah.
that? Whatever you have passion for, you create time for it. No,
Mm.
I'm here now. I know better.
My
So
sister.
that is just it. Anyways, let's go to our next question, which is what were some biggest challenges you faced on your journey to motherhood, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, I think the biggest challenge was finance. Like our mothers believe um that children bring what they will use to earth. Like omoloma mu nkan tó máa lò wáyé. That children are
Mm.
like gifts from God. Maybe that's not the biggest challenge, anyways, but it's one of the challenges I can think of right now because myself and my husband we got married and we're like, okay, we are not having babies yet because we want to have the whole world and give the best to our children.
Is that possible though?
Because we want to give the best to our children. So we were like, okay, let us wait till we can gather more, gather more. But fortunately for us, the baby is like dot dot dot. Just maybe few months after marriage, the baby just came and we're like, good. So how do we do this and all that? But God is faithful, and that's one thing out there. If
Mhm.
you really want to have children, don't wait till you acquire the word, right? Just just go for
Yeah.
it because the time will never come. You will always be like, no, we can still get more. No, we can still get more, and all that. And another challenge would be that okay, I think that is the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is fulfilling the mind of God, right? This fruit that God has given me, what is the purpose? What is his purpose on earth? Like searching the mind of God to
Mhm.
know, okay, what would you have me do with this child? And, and all that. So that's actually the biggest.
Times I think the
Mm,
biggest challenge is always the finance, because even for us too, when we got married, we were like, no rush. We don't want babies yet.
uh-huh.
But when the baby came, you don't have choice. That
Yes.
is just it. You are happy. You are filled with joy that
Mm-hmm,
I want
mm-hmm.
this. Just come already. And but with time, I think àṣìròbá ti sè orí ọmọ ló ń fọmọ wáyé
Well,
àbí how
exactly.
did they say
No,
that
they just
when
say
the
that
child
the
comes,
child will bring,
all
yeah,
the
will
things you
bring
need to take care of the child
authority,
will come,
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Those people that are now putting pressure on you to have a child. When the child comes,
Mm-mm.
they are nowhere to be found.
Ah, Abby.
And by the time they are even there, they are not contributing anything to that
Mm-hmm,
child.
mm-hmm.
That child you gave
Exactly.
birth to. So it's just, I don't know, if you want to give birth after your wedding, all well and good, do it. If you want
Do
to
what
wait,
works
all
for
well
you.
and good, do it.
Yeah.
Let exactly what works best. That's just the best thing. Okay, so our next question is what was your experience like during labor and delivery?
Hmm.
Like all the
Hey
things that
God.
happened, were they things you expected, or there were some bad books?
Right.
Yeah, tell
Well,
us.
so that shocked me because I heard that pregnancy comes with so many surprises and all that. So I was expecting to be the worst, but I'm happy that I was strong all through. But the delivery, on the other hand, that was where my shiggy was waiting for me.
Hmm.
That was where it was waiting for me because I labored for almost 2 days. Baby, oh yeah, come now. Baby was not coming, so I didn't labor. My
Hmm.
labor didn't start naturally. I was induced because it has passed my delivery date. The baby just did not want to come,
Oh.
so I had to be induced, and I think every 30 minutes, or every 2 hours, I'm not sure now. they would come back to induce me, and that induction, God, so painful, like so painful.
Hmm.
And
I've
the
heard
fact that
stories
my
about that too.
yeah, the fact that my vagina was very tight, like it was my first time, and I got pregnant not quite long after marriage. Like I've not had much sex, so it is still very my vagina was very tight. So
Very tight.
the induction was very painful. But still, even after one day and almost 2 days, I was still on 3 cm. I was still on 3 centimeters.
Hmm.
I'm serious. But
Kilode.
I'm serious. It was crazy. Like ah,
That was I
it
cannot
was
even imagine the pain.
yeah. I
Hmm.
was induced. I was induced like twice or thrice, but still I didn't pass 3 cm. So the
Wow.
fear was they shall come
Wait.
check my BP, check everything, my vitals and everything was intact. So we don't know what was happening. So the labor, I had one of the longest labor, almost 2 days. I was
Hmm.
burned. But thank God for thank God for my doctor. She is a Christian, so she was saying that she does not want to carry out operation. That she wanted me to like she does not want to carry out CS. That she wanted me to like deliver by myself,
Okay.
but it was taking
Yeah.
long. So she just came because she was not in the hospital. She was communicating with her matron and all that. So she just came hurriedly and she was like, they should prepare me for, excuse me, that they should prepare me for theater. They should prepare me for theater. And we're like, what happened? Because she was saying that she does not want to do CS for me. So I was
Yeah.
surprised when she came and she was like, they should prepare me for theater. So it was after all that, so it was after all that she now mentioned that she just had that urge in her spirit that I should just be moved to the theater, that she had that urge in her spirit. So by the time they got to
Hmm.
theater and I was open up, they discovered that the placenta had detached from the child.
Wow.
So that means the child could no longer have oxygen. So I bless
Mm-hmm.
God because I would have lost my baby, but thank God for the nudging of the Holy Spirit that
Mm-hmm.
the doctor had to come at that
As,
moment.
as in,
Because if she had not come at that moment, if it had stayed a little bit longer, the baby wouldn't have gotten a
yeah.
supply of oxygen and my baby would have died.
Oh my
So I
God.
bless God.
Hey, Jesus. We thank God, though. Hey, because it would have been another story. Hey,
My sister, it would.
like go like if this is not like making jest of people that died during childbirth or maybe they lost
Mm,
their baby, but if you go through pregnancy, go through delivery, and you
mm,
come out with your
yeah.
baby,
Mm.
nothing is a
You don't know what God has
testimony.
done for
See,
you.
up till today, when they say come and talk about your pregnancy, like I'm very emotional about it because it's only me that can explain.
Yeah, I get.
It's only me that know what my eyes saw,
So,
literally.
it's only
Because
your eyes saw.
ah I saw things.
Mm.
Because when you just look at something, one thing, you be like, if this thing has happened,
Mm-hmm.
this thing would have happened though. Like
Yes,
it's just,
true.
but we thank God. We have our babies.
True.
Nothing missing, nothing broken,
Abi,
nothing
nothing
destroyed.
broken, no, my
We
sister.
we thank God
Thank
for that.
God.
We are grateful,
Yeah.
always be grateful to God
Yes,
for what He has
yes.
done in our lives. That we can't even have it any other way at all. So let's just go to the next question, which is how did you prepare for motherhood, both physically and emotionally?
Well, I think mine was majorly prayers, because I believe that
Very important.
I believe that being a mother is something spiritual. Like you carry the whole
Mm-hmm.
human being in your stomach and then you are birthing. And I feel that if God has given you that child, then there's a great
Mm-hmm.
responsibility on your shoulder. So if God has decided to give me this child,
Exactly.
God is expecting so much from me. And I really do not want to not I don't want not to do any of those responsibilities God would have me do concerning my child. So that period I took myself a lot in prayers and physically I was eating fruits. I was trying to like follow doctor's direction, making sure I'm eating healthy. I told you I didn't really like eating before I got pregnant. So, but when I got pregnant, I was making sure that I ate healthy food only. I didn't eat junks. Hallelujah.
Praise
And,
God.
and yeah, that was it. That was it physically. Then emotionally, yeah, emotionally, I was happy because I'm like, so I'm carrying a human. Like, finally, I'm going to see what my foot will look
As
like.
in, that's the joy,
I
oh.
really wanted to know what my foot will look like. Yeah. So, like, I was happy whole through. But when I was pregnant, I was very, very emotional. Like, that was another thing that happened to me when I was pregnant. Usually, I am hard girl, I'm a strong woman, iron lady. But pregnancy humbled me. Any small thing like this, I will cry. I was crying like mumu. No, I cried during pregnancy. I cried. Any small thing. If my husband, okay, there was a time where I was like, we went out and we were coming. I was like, okay, you just take the longer route with the car. I will just trek as a form of exercise. So I now got to the gate. I got to the house before my husband. So apparently he had stopped on the way to buy one or two things. So, but because for those few minutes I got to
You did
see him
not miss
before he
it
left,
yet.
I cried. Hey, I feel I have suffered. How can I be inside the sun? I cried. And I know like, hey, don't do it, don't say, you know, hey, go. No, I cried. I don't know why, but I cried. Ah, no.
My own is always food, though. It's food that used to make me cry. Normally, I'm an emotional person. You now add pregnancy on it. Ah, my own is always food, though. When I just, and that time, we don't really have much. So, when I'm eating one food right now, I'm already thinking about the next one. So I can just see that everybody is peaceful. One food will just minister to my
Hey,
brain.
hey, minister to
And
your
I'll
heart.
just think, oh, I would have been thinking about the food. I'll be like, we have this thing at home. I don't want to eat it. I've been eating that one since all this day. We have that, I don't want to eat it. That spirit just say, go and meet your husband.
Hmm.
Somebody that is working. I'll just go and meet him. See, I want to eat fried yam and something. She'll be like, but you know, I don't, because he said, but you know that, yeah, I'll not talk. Oh. I'll just go back to the sitting room. Premium chairs. Nobody will tell him to come and give me the money. Because
I
he'll
think
be
it was
like,
only
hey,
during
God.
pregnancy, like because I'm not like I can cook, but I don't really love to cook. Like I don't like kitchen heat.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was surprised during pregnancy, me, I'll go online, go and check new recipe, come
New,
and
new
cook.
recipe, you know,
I'm
agenda to
like,
me.
I'm like, how? Like, how did I turn to a chef because of pregnancy?
Ah,
Like,
pregnancy, pregnancy is
I
really
just
wonderful.
enjoyed cooking in that pregnancy. Since that time that I was pregnant, that I've given birth till now, I've never checked any new recipe. The only time I checked new recipe was during pregnancy. How
During
to learn how to be
pregnancy,
cooking
like
different dishes.
pregnancy will turn you to something else.
I
Pregnancy,
agree. I
pregnancy, be
agree.
your mate. Nobody's mate.
I agree.
Ah, and the way people used to carry pregnancy was, sometimes I'll be like, I need to be pregnant because they will really
Mm,
treat you special. Something that when you are not
yeah.
pregnant, they will not even look at you twice.
Mm.
Once they know you are pregnant, Ah, don't worry, we'll
Mhm.
do it for you. Just go and see that. Ah! I said, let me be getting pregnant every day.
My
The special
sister.
treatment. Ah, that
Uh-huh,
one, I
uh-huh,
like it
uh-huh.
very well.
But then the stress inside is more. Hey, God.
Ah,
I
hmm.
used to miss this pregnant,
Especially, you
but
know, that
it's not
towards
very
when you want
comfortable.
to give birth,
Ah,
the
my
third
sister.
trimester. It will be like the whole world is on you.
Like I feel like I'm carrying one big stone, like a very heavy weight is inside me. Like I'm
You
dragging
cannot
something
walk.
from
You
behind
cannot sit
another
down.
weight.
You cannot lie
Yes.
down. Ah,
If
God.
you want to sit down, you do
God.
like this.
Ah,
So I'm like,
we bless God.
go already,
And that will
go.
not say you should not give birth to another one.
My sister, I've even forgotten the thing. Tete.
Oh my God. The next question. What surprised you the most about becoming a mother?
What surprised me is that I can't believe I'll be gentle because I was trained by partially by a retired soldier. So I believe in instruction. I believe in when you tell a child, do this, do it, do this,
Do
do
this.
it. But then I gave birth to a Pro Max. You tell my child, do this, you say, why? From age, before my child, before he turned two, he started questioning me. Like, no, I gave birth to my senior. So that that military way of do this, just
Mm.
only if you want to kill the child. So that one
In
stayed with
these
me.
children that you are born giving birth now, they don't
That
use
one
to hear that one. Oh.
that one
Do
celebrated.
this.
I became
Mm.
humble and gentle. So instead of you need to do this now, to be like, could you please? That's why I
Ah,
did so it taught
you will
me.
change the tone by force.
Yeah, yeah. So usually when I see children outside and I'll be like, why is the child acting like this? The mother must really be lenient with your child. Like he's not disciplined. Now when you're trained by a soldier, you know how much discipline you
Mhm,
put.
mhm, mhm.
So but now I'm like, oh, so when I see children misbehaving outside, I'm always more gentle, more empathetic towards them. And
Mhm.
yeah. Because my child is
I
something
think
I
that's
would
just
love to.
it. Oh, because when you don't have a child, you don't really know.
Yes,
You don't really know until you are in that shoe. Sometimes I see
yes.
baby cry, I'll be like, can't you just keep the child quiet? But when you're not, come and keep your quiet.
Keep your own quiet now.
Oh yeah, now come and do the work. Now you understand better. It
Mm-hmm.
just takes. I think women are just grace, especially. We have grace. Nobody can tell me another thing. Like we are really really great for this
I agree.
motherhood and giving birth and everything because
I agree.
it's not an easy thing at all, at all. As
Mm.
anybody that says this year, you need
Go
to go
your
and check that.
I
My
agree.
wife there nìyẹn pé you need to give us updates. Okay, how has motherhood changed you as a person, and what lesson have you learned along the way?
Ooh, well, that would change me. I think the first one is the one I mentioned earlier. So motherhood has taught me to be more empathetic and
Mhm.
to give people options. Like there's no
Yeah,
one way, I was trained to be a one-way person. This
one
is the
way
way, this
traffic.
is how to do it. Well, motherhood taught me,
Mhm.
okay, there are options to life. Okay, don't just judge a book by because there's sometimes when my child does something and I'm like, this is what you did. By the time I give him, or maybe he's trying to like grab a plate, and I'm like, no, he's just grabbing
Mhm.
that plate to scatter it to like if I just give him some time and look closely, I might just I might just see that maybe the plate wanted to drop and is trying to like it might just be something that is good that he was doing and not necessarily bad. Like in my head. he might have like a good intention towards it, but that would only happen if you like give him a chance to prove what he's doing. So and
Mm-hmm.
then I learned to like let people fly. Like don't help too much. Don't think they are children, they are dumb, and you try to want to rescue them, carry them at every instant. No, they have brain, they can think. So allow them fly, allow them take initiative, let them be children. And as mothers, we tend to like, oh, this is my child. We are selfish with our love. And we think that we are doing the best thing, like we are loving our child. No, most of the time we are just selfish. We are loving them selfishly, and that's not the love of Christ. Jesus loves us as much as salvation is like a principal thing. God still give us a chance to choose. So even as a mother, even as a parent, even if that is the great thing, even if that is the best thing you want for the child, be concerned about what the child wants and what God wants for the child is much more important than your reason. Yeah,
Wow, thank you so much. I really love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
okay. Can you share any tips or tricks for balancing motherhood with, other areas of life, like work,
Yes.
personal interest, and all that? Like you now, you're a student, you're a mother, you
Hey
content
God.
creator. So tell us
Hey
how
God.
to balance all the things.
All right. There was a time I wrote a quote. I can't exactly remember how I put the quote, but I know it's something like motherhood should not stop you from fulfilling your responsibility as a wife would. Wifehood should not stop you from um, fulfilling your
Mm-hmm.
responsibility as a career woman. And I don't know exactly how I put that quote, but it's something like that. Like as mothers, we should not let motherhood stop us from being us. I used to tell myself, I said, as much as you love your children, they have their lives to live, and you have your life to live. Your
Of
purpose
course.
as a mother is different from your purpose as Oluwaseun, which is my name, as Rejoice. My purpose as Rejoice is different from my purpose as Mommy Erijesu, which is my son's name. I have a purpose to feel as Erijesu's mother, and I have a
Of,
purpose to fulfill
of
as Rejoice.
course.
Now, not don't let the purpose as
Mm-hmm.
Erijesu's mother to stop you from fulfilling your purpose as an individual, as a God creation yourself. So just yes, there are some times that you would have to like let one go first
Oh,
before one goes. Let because at the time this my masters that I'm doing now. I'm supposed to have done my masters since I graduated 2016. I'm supposed to have done my plan was I was going to do my master's immediately after my undergraduate. So I served 2017 and I finished service early 2018. So I was supposed to start my master's early 2018, but then I got married, I gave birth and all that. So it delayed it for a while. And because I didn't want to like have my master's in Nigeria, so like and because I had a child, it delayed it. But I never let it stop me from actually so being a mother would put some things, would fast forward some things, would
mm-hmm.
delay some things, but the major reason is fulfill purpose as an individual. Make sure you fulfill purpose. Don't let motherhood stop you from fulfilling purpose to
Sure.
yourself, to your husband, and to your home. The Lord will help us.
Okay. Amen. See, when people ask me, how are you consistent? I don't know how to answer it because how am I going to answer that question? I just have to do what
Yeah.
I have to do.
Hmm.
That is it. So
So what you
this
are
is past
doing?
9 o'clock and I'm recording. So I said,
Okay.
I've got to work this morning. Oh. Ah, yeah, you just have to balance it. There is
Yes.
no story about
Sometimes
it. If you are
sometimes it
determined
will
and
mean you
focused,
must
whatever you set your
yes,
mind to do, you're
yes,
gonna do
yes.
it.
sometimes I go to work like okay, I work I school Monday, Tuesday. I go to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saturday and Sunday, I try and use it for content creation and editing and all that. So there are sometimes that because so when I come back from school, my Thursday and Fridays, when I'm back from school, what I make sure to do is that when I'm home, then I'm home for my family. If I'm gone for school things, when I'm back home, I'm home for my family. So any other extra things to do, school related, will have to be in the middle of the night. So there are some nights that I don't sleep at all through. Maybe I have to like write. Sorry, my phone keeps sleeping. So maybe I need to like have an assignment or some maybe I have an assignment or something from school. I do it in the middle of the night. So there are some nights that I don't sleep at all. But once you just have it in mind that you want to do it, then you will get it done,
Mm.
no matter what.
That's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah. That the principal thing is make sure you enjoy what you are doing, like you love what you're doing, be at work, maybe your career, whatever you're doing, make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's something that you love and be determined to give it all it takes. So once you have those two
Mm.
things, then you will be fine.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, looking back on your journey to motherhood, what are you most grateful for?
Okay, well, I'm grateful that I was healthy. So what I'm most I don't know most, but what I'm grateful for, I'm grateful that my pregnancy, I was healthy also pregnancy. I'm grateful that
Mm-hmm.
God pulled me through, that like God inspired and like talked to the doctor to come in at that moment.
Ah,
And
right on
yeah, so
time.
I'm really grateful for that. And I'm grateful because my son is handsome. Yeah, I really wanted to see what my first will look like. So, so he's handsome and he's very smart. Yeah, because I
Mm,
prayed during my pregnancy that no, I want to give us a really, really smart child, an extraordinary kid. And yeah, he's really
mm,
smart.
that's nice. I really love that. What advice do you give to other women who are, embarking on their own journey to motherhood?
Okay, so the most important advice is that go to God in prayer. Like I don't like the
Mm-hmm.
idea of giving birth, reproducing is normal, like is usual. You just come to earth after marriage, you give birth. You don't have to give birth in marriage if you are not ready to fulfill that purpose of motherhood. Every mother has a
Mm-hmm.
purpose God has given to her to fulfill. If you are not ready for
Of
that
course.
purpose, if you don't know that purpose, you don't have to give birth. Okay, so make sure that you are don't we
Mm,
have enough of predicaments in the world than for someone to give birth to another, sorry for the word, nuisance into this world, another child that is not
of
cared
course.
for. So just don't give birth because it is normal. It does not have to be. You don't have to be a
Mm-hmm.
mother. That's why I like all these oyinbos. The fact that they are married does not mean they have to be a mother. Okay, so if
Mm-hmm.
you are going to choose that path, then be ready. It's not finance. Some people think that the only thing that I can be ready for, that I should put in place is finance. No, once you
At all is not.
from pregnancy, you will become a prayer warrior. You will become a prayer, you
Mm-hmm.
become so many things. You will be firm with your instructions. You will be able to give an
Yeah.
instruction. Can you nurture a human being? Are you even emotionally stable yourself? Can you handle things yourself? If your son is
Mm,
growing up, what is that emotional intelligence that you can put in that child? How can you be sure that you can train that child for the world to come? So make sure that you are ready to help the child to fulfill purpose in life. If not until that, yes, I know that in motherhood there are so many uncertainties. Like Is like marriage too. There are so many uncertainties, but just make sure that you're ready to walk this journey with God, because I can't tell you that this is the best principle to be the best mother, or this is a particular principle that works for training a child among that. But if you are holding God's hand and you are going with God hand
Mm-hmm.
in hand, then you will be a successful mother. So you have to be spiritually ready, you have to be emotionally ready, you have to be financially ready. But I think the finance is actually the least of it.
It is the least. So
Mhm.
you have to be physically, emotionally,
Mhm.
spiritually, everything ready because it's
Yeah.
not really it's not really that simple because it's just every day is God. Just help me. Like let me know what to do part time to be able to nurture this child, to be able to bring him up in your way. Because the way this world is going, you can't do it by your
My
own
sister,
brain.
my
You
sister, that
need God
like
hmm,
that was a big thing, especially when we are relocating, when we plan relocating to the UK. They like, even to train up a child in Nigeria, safe. You need God, like you need to pray, not to talk of in this
mhm,
Western world where everyone is
hmm,
smoking, everyone is doing one thing or the other, and the government is there to collect your child anytime. Like
anything,
you,
just try nonsense. They don't carry your pikin. Hey God, I beg.
so
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 one
mhm,
my biggest prayer, God, just give me that grace, what to do every minute of the day to bring
mm,
this child
mm,
up.
mm,
Just
mm, mm.
that's just it too, because you
Because
can't do it by yourself at
the
all.
truth is, women who give birth or who have children who are wayward, is not all of them that are not responsible, right? So if you see a wayward child, it's not because, oh, the mother is not
Mm-hmm.
responsible, the father is not responsible. It actually takes the grace of God to raise responsible kids. If you see women that give birth, that all their children are successful and responsible, that mother is a woman. That mother is prayer,
Exactly.
really. Is
Exactly.
prayer.
He has,
All other
he has
things,
done
being
everything
there
in
for
the
your
spiritual.
child, my
Hmm.
sister, that every other thing, being there for your child, providing for your child,
Mm-hmm.
emotionally,
It's just
all those ones
secondary.
are just that just backing it up. The main thing, the primary thing
Mm-hmm.
is prayer. Yeah, the Lord is helping us.
Yeah, wow. I've really had a good time. It was really
Too.
good, chatting with you guys about this thing called motherhood. I really, really enjoyed myself. Thank you so much for really doing this because it really takes the grace of God to be here still with you. But I'm super, super grateful for your time, for
I'm
everything.
grateful too.
I really appreciate you. Please, guys, go ahead to our channel. Go and check her out. The Mindset Checker. Thank you very much again
Or
for coming to
even if you
grace
type out
our
to me,
channel.
yeah. Thank you so
You
much
said?
for having me. Yeah, I said either the mindset checker or Rejoice to be, whichever one is fine. It could be my name. If you type Rejoice to be, it will still pop up. If you type the right mindset
Okay.
checker, it will
I'm
pop up.
just going to leave it on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on the screen so that and
Thank
put
you.
the link to our channel in my description box to our channel.
Sure.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope
Thank
it's
you.
been insightful and it's valuable to you. At least you pick one or two. Okay, so we're going to see you in another video. Hopefully, no, you're going to see me in another video. You're going to see her on our channel. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.